Hey guys, welcome back. Mommy here. And today I have the biggest thing I've done so far with Redstone. Or, not that I have, I mean, on my channel. Yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit confusing, but I'm a really big fan, and I know probably a lot of you that usually watch Minecraft, most of you guys probably have heard of Minecraft. One of the guys that I paid tribute to today, and who I really like to watch, is Doc M77. A lot of you guys probably heard of him. Sorry about that, guys. My little sister got home from the dentist. Just had to go see how she's doing. Okay, so now what I was gonna say is, on the Minecraft server, Doc M77 made this really cool thing. And if you look at the title, it says item transporter pipes in Minecraft, kind of like a Buildcraft thing. And this is the pipe. And this is amazing how it works. And look, it's solid inside. It's just so amazing. Basically, it uses a trick when water is on glass and items are flowing through it. It hits this first fence and it puts it to the side, and then it hits that one, which it kind of teleports it up one block, and then it's stuck in the middle of the glass, and it has no option but to rise through the glass. I think that's how you would explain it. And here I just don't really look at this top thing for right now. Just look at this. This right here, folks. This is where the magic happens. And don't look at all this redstone yet. Basically, I'll just kind of show you how to build it real fast. Okay, so that will be first fence post. Let me grab the fence post first. Okay, here we go. So, first fence post. Now these need to be in ice. Okay. That needs to be on ice. And a second, the first fence post here, doesn't need to be on ice. Just need to remember that. Okay. So yeah, that one. Oops, that melted here just a second. Okay. This block, the back fence post, cannot be on ice. The front fence post is the only fence post that has to be on ice, okay? And then, though, this fence post cannot be connected to anything since it cannot connect to glass. That's what you need to do. You need to put glass on this side, on the first fence post. And then you can start laying out your trough. So, let's quickly do this. I'm going to put it over here so it's not as dark. Okay. It needs to be 9 blocks. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it needs to be 9 blocks away. Or it can be less. But this is the most that your water will go. That your water will only go 9 blocks away from its source. Or I think 10, but since I'm going to put a curve here, only 9. And you could put it a lot shorter. But yeah, I don't know why. Or maybe you can't. Maybe you can't. I don't know. You can experiment with that for yourself. But I just do this amount. No, gotta put this. Anyway, so this is the thing that Doc M77 had in his shop, and the items just kept going through the glass. And yeah. So let's see here. Grab a water bucket. Put this here. And the water should just end right at this fence post. And that's what you want, guys. And that's what happened. Let's just start. We need to do a whole square, a 3x3 square of glass on top of this fence post. Then you do a star shape or an X shape or a T shape or a cross shape, whatever you want to call it. You just make it a solid shape like this. Let's go like that, like that. There we go. We have a solid T shape. And so now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go like this. We need some light. There. Now, what we need to do is we need to, well, just to show you that it works right now. Let me just try something. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Just had a little thing I had to take care of. Anyways, to show you that it works, I'm gonna throw this in, and you see it gets scattered along there. Oh, well, it kind of glitched out there for a second, but all of a sudden you see it's up on top of this, and you're like, what? It went through solid blocks. Well, that's because, again, I don't really know how to explain it, but I just think, let's see, if I throw this in, oops, missed. When I throw this in, let's see if we can see it better now. Okay, see, it does need a better run. It does need to be 9 blocks, because otherwise, if it doesn't have enough speed, it won't hit it. But anyways, it hits that first fence post with enough speed. It gets slammed into this wall, but then it hits one of those little. Then it hits that back fence post, and it kind of, since fence posts aren't a normal block height, it kind of bumps it upwards, and then it gets stuck in the glass, and then it has no. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm at the time of day when everybody keeps coming in my room, and I don't have any privacy right now. But anyways, so it has no choice but to get pushed up through the solid blocks to the top. And I think there is a limit of how high this can go. But so far, I mean, I haven't really found one. I mean, it can go pretty high. I think maybe it's 15 blocks is the limit. But look at that. You could have this huge elevator. So watch this. Let's just drop that in. The glass is getting scooted down. It gets glitched like that, and then it goes up. See it going through? Maybe that was a bad. Let me see. Something that stands out more. Here we go. Throw that in. Gets sucked around there. Goes up through there. Voila. At the top. And that's pretty much how you make it, guys. I'm just going to quickly show you what I did here. Is I made what DocM77 actually had in his shop. He had a setup that when you walked into a shop, the item would get put out, and it would keep going until you left. This took me, guys, quite a long time to figure out how to do exactly that, because I don't know if he exactly showed you how to build his setup. But what I had to do here is I had to use a T flip-flop, okay, right when you walk on that pressure plate. It turns this on, which turns this signal. Okay, this signal's always on. Basically, I did 2 inverters right here. So when it turns, actually, this is kind of dumb how I did this. I didn't have to do this. Anyways, when you turn this on, it turns. No, when you come in the shop, it turns this thing off, which turns this place on. And basically, what this does is this just goes up here into this dispenser, and it dispenses 1 raw beef, and then the raw beef gets through, and it goes up. And it keeps coming down. And it just keeps going around and around. That's what he has in his shop. And I could put anything in here. I could put, like, say, because in his shop, if he sells swords, he puts swords in here. And then that thing will just keep going around, and it lets people know what he's selling. So say I'm selling raw beef, okay? And so my raw beef is in here. And so let's say when I enter the store, it turns this thing off, which turns this thing on, which dispenses this. Okay? And it just keeps going around and around. But the only problem is, though, how do I get the beef back? That is the question, guys. And I had to put a hopper, right here. But that doesn't really work. Because, it will just suck up the item every time it goes around. But, as I've showed in my last video, I think, my quick little hopper, no, 2 videos ago, whatever, the hoppers can be shut off if they have a redstone signal going to them. And so that's what this bottom cord is for. So when this gets turned on, it turns this one on, which dispenses the item, which goes around, but so it doesn't get sucked up, this bottom layer, when this gets turned off, this gets turned on, and it says right here, when on, does not eat items. And that's talking about the hopper. And so what this does is it goes into here, which turns this on. Okay, no. This turns on right here, this whole thing, which turns this off, which turns this on. And when this turns this on, it powers this block, that dispenser, the main hopper, I mean, right here. That's right by the water. Let's see, can I get out of here? No, I can't. This hopper right here, okay? And so, because right now, if I throw this in, see, it sucked it up. It sucked it up, okay? That's what my items would do if I didn't have this. And, basically when it gets sucked up, I just, here, I'll show you. Right here, if I can find it, yeah, right here. There's the main hopper right there. And it just deposits all these items right into this, right into this dropper, which drops it up. And that's also another complicated thing I will go over in a minute. But anyways, so that just turns on, so it turns that hopper off, so it doesn't eat items. So it just keeps going around and around and around. So I'll just show you how that works. Here's what Doc M77 has set up. Okay, sorry about that. My dad came in. Anyways, so what you do is when you would walk into a shop, you would hear that, and then all of a sudden the item would get dispensed. And all of a sudden you just see it go up. Uh-oh. What? Oh, that's right, I disabled it. I'm so sorry. I failed. Okay, now I actually have to exit the shop because it thinks it's turned on right now. Anyway, so when what you would do is if you would walk into a shop, you would hear that, and it would turn on, and then you would just see his item go up. And then you couldn't really see this. This was in the ceiling. Like, his ceiling was like that low, and he had floors right here, and you couldn't see this and everything. And it was really nice. And you would just see the item for sale, just keep going around. You would wait a little bit, you know, come back around. See, go up. And how this is working is right up here, I just have a pool of water with some ice, just like I did on the top, kind of. Except, though, with the sign right here to cut off that water flow, and water right here pushing it down into a fence. So that fence makes the item not be able to jump out and get, like, land, like, right here or right there. It lands perfectly right in the water, right over the hopper. And that's how I did that. And just so this water also doesn't go into here, otherwise it would just stop. And so that's how I did that. And now, though, to shut it off, you would just leave the store. And if you watch here, when the item goes, it will no longer, it will get sucked up by that hopper. Voila. Because when I left the building, it turned this on, which turned this off, which turned that on, which turned that off. And so that turned the hopper on so it would grab items. But now my main problem was, though, what if I was selling, like, diamond swords or something? I wouldn't want to, like, because how would I keep restocking that dropper? I wouldn't want to put, like, tons of swords and then have to manually refill it. And I found out a way how to do that, though. So when you turn that on, it turns this all off, like I said before. But this inverter turns this on, which there's always going to be one raw beef in here and one raw beef in here. And why that is because when an item gets dropped into here, like this, it gets sucked in, and it gets sucked down that hopper line right there into here. Actually, where is it? What the? Okay, well, that was derp. Anyway. Oh, it's already right here. I see. Okay, I don't know how the heck that got in there, but it did. Does it happen again? No, it shouldn't. Now it should be stuck right in there. Yeah, it is. And so basically when that gets turned back on, though, that one's going around, it turns this on, which puts it into here. And so it's already loaded for the next round. And then when you stop it, that one gets stuck in there. And so you only need 2 items, and that's pretty much how it works, guys. I'm sorry if that got really confusing. I'll just show you one more time how it works. You just walk in, dispenses it, goes up. Oh, and make sure you put a repeater right here with a few second delay, because when you turn this on, it will directly dispense out right into the hopper before the hopper gets a chance to turn off. And so you just make sure you got like a 4-tick delay, and you're ready. And then you just gotta leave. And just see what item drop, and no more. The item is no more. I think how Doc M77 had it worked out is this whole thing went outside of it, kind of outside of his shop, or behind his shop or something. And like, so you would walk in actually from this way and only see this, and there was like a wall right here, and you wouldn't see any of this stuff. But there's a lot of ways you could face it up, and I'll just show you how you build it one more time. Just 9 blocks away, put your water source with a curve, put a block of ice with a fence post, with 2 glass pieces on the sides, so your fence post is not touching the sides, and then just 1 solid block back there with a fence post, and the fence post needs to be directly in the middle of all the glass that goes up. And just remember that you need solid blocks on the back side, and just a 3x3 square right on top of that, and then just build your little pipe. And there you go, guys. You have Minecraft item transporting pipes in Minecraft. That's amazing. When I first seen this, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're using some kind of mod or something. But no, you can do it in vanilla. There you go, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe and a comment in this comment section below. Like I said, the first person to subscribe I will mention, and if you want to ever play like a server with me or something, or want to private message me, just email me at mummyfilms4321.com. And yeah, guys, have a great day. My name is Mummy Films. See you later.